I get nothing I exhale instead of smoke. These hallucinogenic notes come out. I gotta stop looking for drugs in trash cans.
So Jizeed comes to Batiga while tripping on the special plants he put in the broken garbage saxophone and sees through doped up eyes. Then he starts playing it on the ledge of his stoner plant rooftop. Soon Jizeed thinks he's an instrument and starts jamming with a street bobo on the street who uses trash can lids as chimes. After playing his sax on the streets, Jizeed decides to entertain his neighbor with his garbage-riddled horn. Then Jizeed gets the Dharma mums of the street to start a hobo band called Can Handles. What's wrong with that man? Soon the garbage man comes and picks up his van to haul them away. Jizeed fights to get them out, but the attempt ends in vain. Then Jizeed goes to his neighbor Mr. Pickle-Beat-Nose for therapeutic advice. I see you finally got rid of that old garbage-riddled horn.
That was a horn and not a truck. Jizeed and Matiga decide to get a head start on this year's Christmas competition, so they decide to go all out and pick a tree that fell in a ditch and put Jizeed's lucky sock on top as the star. What do you think, Matiga? This year Mr. Pickle-Eat-Nose won't stand a chance against this fine-ass tree.
I think it's a little tall, Jizeed. If you shorten the tree, it will surely win.
How about I tie the sock around the tree? That way it can still smoke its blunt and all the branches can remain on it. Just then Mr. Pickle-Eat-Nose is trimming his branches when he notices the smoke from Jizeed's tree.
Oh no! Oh, that tree's on fire! I better go put it out.
What the hell do you think you are doing? Just because my decorations are superior to your lame Wonderland concept doesn't give you the right to chop my tree down. You're a mean neighbor and I'm gonna get you for this.
No, it's not like that, Jizeed. Your tree was on fire.
What's all the racket out here? What's going on? Hey, what's he doing to our decorations? You better watch yourself, Dillion. I'm onto your and your schemes. There's no frickin' way you're gonna ruin our chance at winning. Jizeed made that sock out of old socks and sheets while he chased around town. It took him all month to make the perfect decoration. You better watch out.
Your tree was on fire. It's just putting it out.
So Jizeed decides to have his revenge on the sock he cut by catapulting garbage into his neighbor's face, defacing his paper and etc.
Hey, you damn kid, what do you think you're doing? I just put your tree out of its misery and its fire, and now you keep pulling all these pranks on me. Do knock it off now, do knock it off.
Well, I guess the tree does have character. Maybe he did a good thing. Jizeed, being the trendsetter that he is, decides to go goth. Along with Matiga and his friend Dan the Duck, who dresses in heel stick boots and is tamed by a leash.
We shall go and summon young souls to form to our likeness.
What the hell are they doing now? Actually, that looks kind of cool.
Then Jizeed volunteers to read to a kindergarten class.
Then Jizeed and Dan have a battle of the blades.
Then the animal control sees the rabid-looking duck and goes to catch it in his net.
Oh, what the hell are you doing? This is my yard. Stop it. Drop that stick right now, I command you. What do you think you are doing? Stop cutting my net. Why no one face Jizeed? They took Dan away.
To get over his loss, he goes to Mr. Longham's Bakery Gallery to purchase a Suicide Commando CD.
Thinking his day. Couldn't get any worse. Jizeed goes to borrow some flour from his neighbor. That's it. I'm going back to my old self. I need to recover from this experience. My weird old neighbor has copied me yet again. I need something to get this image out of my head. What are you doing with that hand guitar, Jizeed? I'm gonna throw it in the trash, since I don't know what else to do with it. Hey Dan, I'm just throwing this old instrument out. Well hell, I have an instrument, let's start a band. That sounds like fun. Go get it now. Give it to me right now. Stick it in me, slice it in me now. Got nothing at all to give you, but just give it to us anyway, we don't care. Here's a Dan, understand on your head. Jizeed and the duck, gotta break your luck. Go on now, give it to me the right way. We're Jiz and Dan, understand on your head. Jizeed and the duck, gotta break your luck. Go on now, give it to me the right way. Give it to us, oh yeah. Got nothing at all to give you though, but just give it to us anyway, we don't... What's that thing? How do I get one? It's my recorder. I got it in kindergarten. You must go in and get one and we can start a flute band together. You and me. Go on. The bus will pick you up at 8 promptly tomorrow. Just say you enrolled in there, and they'll just give you one. You look a little big for this class. What's your name?
Now class, who can tell me this messy wacy equation?
Ooh, me. Pick me. The answer is 6.
That is correct. Very good, Jizeed. You will do fine in our kindergarten class. The kids mostly just know their apps, but I think you may be ready for first grade. Alright, now it's dance time. Jizeed, I'll let you lead today. The song for today is Toodle to My Loo.
Then it was paint time and Jizeed painted a picture for his girlfriend Matiga. Then it was nappy-wappy time and Jizeed took out his crack pipe for sleep. Then when nap time was over, Jizeed would not get up. He missed story time, playtime, and lunch time. Soon it was time to go and he was out cold. So they had to carry him onto the bus for the ride home. He slept while they carried him back onto his lawn, where Dan heard the bus pull up and came out to see his new recorder.
Well, let's see it. I've got mine all polished up for playing. You know what? The strangest thing. I went there, and instead of giving me one, they did a bunch of other mind-numbing crap. I don't even know if they did. I fell asleep after doing my drug dance and woke up here on the curb. Well, you know what, maybe it wasn't kindergarten at all where I got the recorder. Maybe it was somewhere back in grade school like second grade or something. Oh well, we can still use your damn guitar anyway.
Look, Matika, I made you a painting. Come get your water, Stapley. Come on, drink up. You haven't touched our dish in all the time you've been here. Why won't he drink up?
What's the matter, Jizeed?
It's my pet cat, Staple, that is. He won't eat or drink or play or make cat noises. I think he's sick.
Jizeed, it's a stapler. I was gonna tell you that the guy at the pet store was just selling it as a joke, but I thought you knew that.
You mean it isn't the cat at all? But what does it do then?
It staples things together. You know, like papers and stuff.
Ooh, that is so cool. I don't have to use tape or anything. Amazing. What till I show Dan the duck? Look, Dan, look at this technology device. It puts staples into things.
That's great, Jizeed. Let me show you. This thing also shoots at teachers. I used to sit in the back of the classroom all day shooting staples and shit at my favorite teacher, Mrs. Buttballs.
So Jizeed decides to try it out on his neighbor, Mr. Pick-the-Beat-Nose. But then I spent all last night devising a high-powered staple gun that shoots like an F-47 and blasts high-powered range with high-precision aim.
Let's try it out. Shoot that bird up there in the tree. Don't say a word.
Then Jizeed shoots at a neighbor's garbage can, then blasts at a staple shopping cart doing little damage but getting the attention of a pedestrian. Then Jizeed runs out of staples and then must go into Staples and get some staples at the store, embarrassed by the passer by watching angrily as Jizeed shops in his cart. Then Jizeed goes home feeling more embarrassment by seeing the damages he's done with his stapler, sort of wishing he'd never known the difference between a stapler and a cat. I tell you, Dan, I give up on stapler games. I got looked at and had to get staples. It's a rough game. Well, I guess it's time I hang up my stapler for good. Then Jizeed sees a mouse getting cheese attacking his property and jumps on Mr. Pick-the-Beat-Nose's umbrella thing and fires aimlessly into the beast terrorizing his lawn.
You're gonna like this, Jizeed. I've got my famous grilled banana peelings ready for the grill with my own damn man recipe, cause I've got a woody for ya. Don't look now, it's your weird neighbor, Mr. Pick-the-Beat-Head. Want something? Look at me, I'm picking weeds out of my lawn cause it's a gesturally. Ow, 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 ow.
Dan, where are you going?
Ow!
Let's go pick up a vacuum to shoot carry your cereal at Mr. Pick-the-Beat-Nose for his unjustly weeds. I'd like to buy a vacuum that has high-powered reverse for under $40 and shoots carry your cereal high into the clouds to attack neighbors for unjustly weeds that cause ducks to get bit and fall into a flaming grill with banana skins burning.
Ivan, it sounds like you'd want this high-powered vacuum for $39 that has reverse suction and increased hose capacity.
I'll take it. Dan, Mr. Pick-the-Beat is gonna love this. Sherry cereal spread all over his lawn. He won't know what to do. Now flick the switch. Wow, that's gonna fertilize his yard nicely. Let's go inside to get a look at what we've done. Oh, good here come some birds. That will make it even better for this prank.
Shall I say? Shall I say? Good thing those birds are mostly down there. Good thing this ladder saved me. Wait, how did it get here? It's not mine.
I've got a wedding to go to in an hour. My cousins are getting married to each other.
Those nasty pigs.
No, they're ducks also. How do I look?
Still, what's with all the buttons?
It's a sign of respect to the newly bride and groom. The more buttons you have as a guest, the better. Bye, Jizeed. Ah! They must think my buttons are curious.
At least they quit bothering me.
Then Dan returned home where his mother noticed him in tarnishes devoid of buttons and all beat up.
What happened to you? Birds. They won't like you without buttons. If the birds are that bad, we better go through the sewer pipes to get to the wedding.
Then they arrived at the wedding, where the guests whispered about the disgraceful Dan plan that hid in the back so no one would notice.
Just because they're poor don't mean they have to smell like that. And do you notice no buttons? The newlyweds will not like that one bit.
What? No buttons? Want me to punch you first?
Then Dan's dad joined in the fight after they threw pies to blend in so they wouldn't beat him up next. Then Jizeed went to return the vacuum as it didn't meet his expectations.
This vacuum didn't meet my interest as the contract says I can return it to get a full refund. You forgot a piece.
Okay, here's your money. I just forgot to pack myself a lunch of receipts and expired credit cards.
Do you eat money too?
What, are you crazy? Jizeed goes out on the lake to see if he can catch some treasures from the water.
Seems to me there's a storm brewing. Whoa, what is that? I caught something. Wow, this is amazing. Fascinating even. I think I'll be wearing home. Hey, boys, bet you wish you'd caught this. Isn't he joking? You should have seen it. The catch of the day.
Jizeed, it's just a bone. I'll tie your skin.
A what?
You know, from a car.
Well, I drive a sleigh around most of the time, so how would I know?
So then Jizeed decides to hang it above the door as a decoration.
Ow, what the hell?
Then Matiga throws it in the trash.
Wait. Stop, you thieves. That's mine. Adaraha. We'll be okay.
The end.
Thanks, Mr. Longarms. Here you go, it's special. Jizeed then goes off to his stoner factory to plant his magic plant. 2 minutes later. 3 minutes 10 seconds later. 4 minutes and 15 seconds later. Wow, that's a lot of dope for one plant. Let's celebrate.
What is that?
Yummy. It's sprouted up. Then Jizeed goes to celebrate with pizza.
What's that flying through the sky?
Then Jizeed notices the plant has grown twice as large in size. Yummy. I'm gonna scare some people. Oh, why me? Why always me? Gotta hide. Ow, them cauldron.
I'm an uninstalled idiot.
I think I'll shoot off some fireworks. I'll need more than this. I'm there! My plants! So Jizeed grabbed all his other plants and saved them. He tries pulling out the magic plant. He tries smoking it away. He harvests much of it, but it won't quit growing. I have it! Goodbye, plant!
What is happening to me?
Then Jizeed takes it out and planted it in some old guy's garden. I better get that thing covered down or this whole factory could plug up and burst. You won't bother me anymore.
New window for my birthday. I fell. Help me.
What's with all the litter on the streets? They need to clean this shit up.
Okay. Jizeed decides to mix coffee ground into his hemp, then places a mixture of fresh and drugs into his coffee filters and starts to go on a hallucinogenic drug binge that causes him to trip out deadly. Okay. Jizeed decides to mix coffee ground into his hemp, then places a mixture of trash and drugs into his coffee filters and starts to go on a hallucinogenic drug binge that causes him to trip out deadly.
Oliver's Chihuahua comes into the neighborhood and sees Mr. Pickle eat Nose's 12-foot-long Hershey's candy bar he ordered and gulps it down. Holy porkums, that's a big Liverwurst. You need a kindergarten saddle. Oh.
Please have mercy on my soul. No story, please. Don't eat me, mercy.
So Jizeed goes and gets a saddle to ride the dog down the street so he can enter in the rodeo and make some extra cash.
Where's my Hershey's bar? I know your damn dog took it away. I want it back now.
Well, I don't know what happened to your candy bar. I don't know, you're just gonna have to buy a new one. Not my problem.
What are you doing there, Jizeed?
I'm getting rid of this chair.
Well, the garbage men won't take it, but I know a place just on the other side of the rail tracks. I'll help you carry it there since it's only 5 blocks away.
That sounds fine. Let's do it now.
Oh, it's fine.
You think you're done? Put in that chair on the track. You wrecked my train. Now you're going to have to haul me and my freight to the next station 3 miles down the track manually.
So they sing to pass the time.
What shall we say? I. No, wait, never mind. I don't want to. Help me, please.
Humanity oppressed by laws. Remove the stone till eternity. Obsessed by logs. We are the slaves of humanity oppressed by logs. Remove the stone till eternity. Obsessed by clogs. Are the slaves of humanity oppressed by clogs. Remove the stone till eternity. Obsessed by clogs.
And that was the conclusion to Season 2 of the Stoner Show. It was traumatizing and very illusory. I hope you learned a thing or two along the way with this educational series. Only to find that the more you watch the series, the more it makes sense. Mr. Pickled Big Nose is a weird neighbor who made me pull the conductor across town on that handlebar thing, and it was awful hearing him sing for miles down the road. We cut out most of the song, since it would have been too long of an episode for you. Also, this isn't our finest adventure, but it's hard to stay fresh after 2 whole seasons, as my fan base has never existed for this series. I'm Jizeed